guys, it's Amber from Amber Eats Books, and today I'm here to bring you my first ever Top 5 Wednesday video. This is a group on Goodreads that was originally created by Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey and is now hosted by Sam at Thoughts on Tomes. I will link both of their videos as well as the Goodreads group down below. This week's topic is the top 5 books that you would like to read before the end of the year. Now, I went and I just chose the 5 on my bookshelf that I want to read. I didn't go into like new releases or ones I want to request from the library or anything like that. I have plenty of books sitting on my bookshelves that haven't been read, so I picked 5 books that I really want to get to by the end of the year. The first book I'd like to get to is And the Mountains Echoed by Calla. I've read both of his other books, well, 2 of his other books, The Kite Runner and A Thousand Splendid Suns. So when I saw this at my local book sale, I just had to pick it up because I was desperate to read another book by him. However, I came home, I put it on my shelf, and then I didn't read it. It's probably been a year, maybe a little bit more since I bought it, but it just sounded amazing. I'll read it to you. It says, it begins with the heartbreaking, unparalleled bond between 2 motherless siblings in an Afghan village. To 3-year-old Perry, big brother Abdullah is more mother than brother. To 10-year-old Abdullah, little Perry is his everything. What happens to them and the large and small manners in which it echoes through the lives of so many other people is proof of the moral complexity of life. In a multi-generational novel revolving around not just parents and children, but also brothers and sisters, cousins and caretakers, Hosseini explores the many ways in which family members love, wound, betray, honor, and sacrifice for one another, and how often we are surprised by the actions of those closest to us at the times that matter most. So this just sounds amazing, and I will definitely get to it before the end of the year. The next book that I'd like to get to before the end of the year is Habs Wife by Sina Jeter Nasland. I bought this book because I was so intrigued by the description. I'll read it to you. From the opening line, Captain Ahab was neither my first husband nor my last. You will know that you are in the hands of a master storyteller and in the company of a fascinating woman hero. Inspired by a brief passage in Moby Dick, Sina Jeter Nasland has created an enthralling and compelling readable saga spanning a rich, eventful, and dramatic life. At once a family drama, a romantic adventure, and a portrait of a real and loving marriage, Ahab's Wife gives a new perspective on the American experiences. So this just sounds amazing as well, so I definitely have to get to this one before the end of the year. Another book that I've been dying to get to is The Zookeepers Wife by Diane Ackerman. This is a World War II story about a Poland Christian couple that ran a zoo, but also managed to save over 300 people. So this is based on a true story. I think it's more of a fictionalized account of that true story, but still based on true events, and it just sounded really amazing, so I can't wait to read this. The next book I have been dying to get to is The Night of the Gun by David Carr. A reporter investigates the darkest story of his life, his own. I have an entire shelf of nonfiction books that I have not read yet. I'm hoping to get to them, at least a portion of them in Nonfiction November, but I decided to push this one to the forefront and make sure that I get to this one before the end of the year. This is the story of a man who goes from being an addict in a, it says being a regular in a crack house to a columnist for the New York Times. So it just sounds amazing, sounds very intriguing, and of course, with it being a real true story, that just makes it all the more appealing. So I really can't wait to get to this one. The last and final book that I hope to get to before the end of the year is Wolves of Calla by Stephen King. I actually hope to get to the rest of the series by the end of the year. I started it, I want to say earlier this year. I can't remember what months I read it in. It might have been March, April. No, it would have been February, March, April, May. I think I read these books. And then I discovered BookTube, and then I was consumed by all these other books that I really wanted to read, and I've just put off reading the rest of the series. So I'm hoping that now that I've kind of gotten a flow with my reading and gotten a lot of those other books out of the way, that I can get back to reading these. I think there are 4 more books left in the series, so there's 4 months left to the year, and I'm hoping to read 1 book per month until I have this series finished. I just love this series. Again, this is a reread for me, so it's not like the first time I've been through it, but reading it for the second time is even better because now I'm reading it as a more mature adult, and I'm finding things that I didn't find the first time around, and understanding the story in its entirety because I know the ending of it. So I'm just really excited to get back into this world and back to Roland and I can't tell you how much I love it. But anyway, I won't give any plot or anything because this is right smack in the middle of the series, but hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have this finished. And those are all the books I want to get to by the end of the year. Hopefully you will see these in some upcoming wrap-ups because I really do plan on putting them on my most immediate TBR. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more bookish videos, please subscribe to my channel. And as always, happy reading.